Alright, what is up there, guys? This is Cobrak. Welcome to the Overwatch video. It's that time of week again. In this one, we're going to go over a hero that I didn't think that I'd enjoy at all. When I was reading up about the game before the game came out. His name is Winston, the Great Ape, King Kong, Winnie the Pooh. We're going to talk about Winston. Why do I like Winston so much? I'm not quite sure what it is exactly what I like so much about Winston. Maybe it's that he just throws a spanner in the works of just about every game in which he's played. If you're kind of struggling to push a point in a game, you've been stuck at a certain spot for like 4 or 5 minutes, you're really struggling, go Winston. Maybe you're playing with a friend as well, both of you just go Winston, just double Winston it up. Jump on in there, go full King Kong mode, and oftentimes, good things will just happen. Winston is just a game winner like that. I don't know what it is. He's just awesome, and he's quickly become, one of my mains within Overwatch. So anyway, let's get into the analysis. What is Winston actually good at? Winston is extremely good at pushing points, mainly because of his leap ability. You can just sort of jump in, plop the shield down on yourself, and you're just in your opponent's face, just like that. He's extremely good at rushing opponents down, just getting himself onto the point. High health pool, You can also use the leap kind of defensively, just for jumping around, helping yourself survive, soaking up that damage for your team. Now, Winston's ability to just create space like that, just jump onto points, and hold points like that, really come to light on maps like Ilios, maps like Liang Tower, the King of the Hill maps, the maps where you've got to just get on the point and just fucking hold it for as long as you can. Mainly so good at these because of his bloody ultimate. You just hold onto the ultimate, save the ultimate for as long as you freaking can most of the time. When you pop the ulti, you gain a ton of health, and your leap cooldown, I believe, goes down to like 1.5 seconds. Or is it like 2 seconds? It's obscenely short. You just become an indestructible monster. You can just be jumping up and down, up and down on the spot, and just become extremely difficult to kill, and that's extremely good for forcing overtime. Your team gets wiped out behind you. Your shield was on cooldown, you weren't able to keep your team alive on these maps. You gotta hold the point, you gotta try and force overtime for as long as you can, give your team time to get back into the fight. You just pop your goddamn ulti, and just jump repeatedly on the point, buy your team time. You can just create so much space, buy so much time for your team, and it just fits into this, it just fits into the playstyle of these King of the Hill maps so well. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, that doesn't sound very fun, Cobb. How the fuck can you want to main Winston? It seems so boring. That's what I thought as well, until you realise as well that when you've got this ulti up, you're knocking people back, you're knocking them all over the place. Another reason why you're so good on these King of the Hill maps is because on maps like Nepal and Ilios and all the rest of them, they tend to be cliff edges where you can just punt people off the edge. You just knock people off the edge. I'm going to have a clip on screen right now. It's from the live stream. It's not very high quality as a result, but man, we crushed the shit out of the enemy team by just knocking them all off the cliff. It's crazy awesome. It's insane how good Winston is on these King of the Hill maps. Can't stress that shit enough, and that is definitely his greatest strength. What else is Winston strong at? He's also strong at rushing down long-ranged heroes. Widowmakers. Fucking Hanzo. The squidgy healer types like the Mercy, and to a lesser extent, I guess, Zenyatta. Because Zenyatta's quite good against tanks because of the old Orb of Discord, but Mercy, Widowmaker, Hanzo, oh my god, man. If you're on like the attacking team, the enemy team is stacking like a couple of Widowmakers or Widowmaker Hanzo or something like that, these backliners that are just picking everybody off. You just get yourself on friggin' Winston, leap straight in there, you will kill them all. You'll kill them all. There's no way that they can beat you at close range. You jump in, you're on them straight away, you're just right up in their face, plop your shield down, you're doing damage, they're just not doing damage, and you just absolutely wreck them on the backlines, and it's insane. Honestly, Winston is a pretty fucking top tier hero. And yeah, definitely excels at killing these squidgy backliners that really can't do a lot once you get yourself on them. This is, however, going to bring us to the first weakness of Winston, and that's that he's not actually a very good solo tank, or at least in a lot of scenarios, because you're just jumping in and kind of brawling with the enemy team like that. He kind of reminds me of Diablo in Heroes of the Storm. He's not actually like the greatest tank. He's just the kind of tank that just runs in and just wants to beat the shit out of stuff, really, That's all his heart really desires. You just want to be jumping in there and killing things. You're not really like a Reinhardt, or a Diva, who can be providing that, the payload push, and the good cover for your team, keeping your teammates alive, keeping a healer alive. Oh man, God help the Mercy that tries to run in after you on the Winston to try and keep you alive. And obviously, just like every hero in Overwatch, Winston has his counters. Who are Winston's counters? I've got them written down so I don't forget. It's not that hard really, there's only like a few of them. Reaper, Roadhog, and McCree. Close range fucking specialist, man. McCree's will just rip straight through you. Same thing with Roadhog. Roadhog just kinda, he's just like the anti-Winston. Hooks you, stuns you up, stops you moving around, stops you being that pain in the ass that you want to be. Also Bastion. Bastion is fucking terrifying as the Great Ape. You're very, very easy to hit. And you don't do a lot of damage, really. It's okay when you're jumping in on like a Widowmaker or a Hanzo. They're panicking trying to line up their shots and you're just kind of jumping around and shit, you know. It's really hard for them to hit you. But when it's a Bastion, some people have tried going Winston to counter Bastion before. You just sort of jump in, zap him a little bit, and you die incredibly quickly. Winston's shield also does not absorb anywhere near as much as someone like Reinhardt's. Bastion's pretty terrifying as Winston as well. If you've been neglecting trying out Winston so far, fucking do it, man. He is a game winner. I'm telling you, believe me, man. So many people like to play Widowmaker and Hanzo because they think that they're cool. Go on Winston and just shit all over them, man. Just ruin their day. It's awesome. But for now, gonna let it go into the clips. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Overwatch. But for now, cheers for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Barrier activated. Natural selection. We have a teleporter somewhere.
Get on. Fuck, there's a load of them.
It's okay though. Just go back a bit. Go back a bit.
Yeah, let's go back. Back,
You've
back,
only
back,
got a
back.
hold for 1 more minute. Back noob.
I'm
Fuck you, man. I know what you're like, man. Okay, you're low.
You know what I'm like.